Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial on the topic of supply chain. This module is part of the initiative called Building Business Back from Crisis B3C, which is an initiative of the United Nations Industrial Development Organization in India. The B3C initiative aims to assist MSMEs in navigating their way out of the crisis caused by COVID-19 pandemic and lockdown restrictions. While B3C initiative comprises a number of modules at broader level and key functional topics, this module focuses specifically on supply chain. We will try to answer 4 key questions related to supply chain, which are: number 1, why do we need to focus on the supply chain? 2, which component of the supply chain to focus on? 3, what are the strategies for restoring supply chains and the action points for the key areas? And 4th, what shall be the approach for implementing the action plan? To begin with, we all know that majority of the suppliers and customers, whether local, interstate or international, have been affected. This means that the inventory and the stock have either depleted or depleting rapidly, which in turn means a major risk in meeting contractual obligations and potential time and cost overruns. Also, the crisis caused by the lockdown is not the last such one. The next crisis is not so much a matter of if, but when. Thus, this situation requires us to act fast and to strengthen the supply chain. The next question is, which component of the supply chain to focus on? The supply chain has 3 components, which are upstream, internal and downstream. The upstream component deals with the supplier side, particularly availability of raw materials and supplies of right quality, at right time and at right landed cost. The internal component deals with the production and comprises procurement, stock, work in progress inventory, etc. The downstream component deals with the distribution, including warehousing, outbound logistics, etc. While the current crisis has severely impacted all 3 components of the supply chain, in this module we focus more on the upstream component affecting supplies, suppliers and logistics available. We also refer to parallel modules on operations and sales, which also cover in-house and downstream. Accordingly, the strategies for restoring supply chains comprises 4 key areas or pillars on which focus should be given. Number 1, supplies, which pertains to ensuring availability of raw materials, components and auxiliary materials. Suppliers, which pertains to assessing their capabilities and risks and securing capacities. Third one is logistics, which pertains to securing reliable and economical transportation options. And the last one is the procurement, which pertains to acquisition of supplies, goods and logistical and other supply chain services.
Under the pillar of supplies, the primary aim is to ensure availability of raw materials and other supplies. Towards this, the key action points could be to identify current buffer inventory, identify supplies at risk, secure raw materials, map critically sourced components to high-value products and revenue streams, and use pre-approved substitutions. Under the pillar of suppliers, the primary aim is to assess their risks and secure their capacities. Towards this, the key action points could be to evaluate Tier 1 suppliers' risk and capacities, review their contracts to understand liability in the event of shortage, secure capacity for Tier 2 and Tier 3 suppliers, and to identify alternative or secondary suppliers. Under the pillar of logistics, the primary aim is to secure reliable and economical transportation options. Towards this, the key action points could be to identify and evaluate alternative logistics for inbound as well as outbound movement of materials. In the pillar of procurement, the primary aim would be to upgrade current processes to make them more agile and responsive. Towards this, key action points could be to plan procurement based on current buffers or criticality of supplies, or to buy ahead and procure raw materials that are in short supply. In addition to these points, there are several cross-cutting interventions that could also be considered. These include value chain assessment of all potential risk factors, scenario planning, creating preemptive action plans and making trade-off decisions, end-to-end supply chain management along with agile replenishment processes, utilizing technology and analytics for improving forecasting or digitalization of processes, And lastly, utilizing all of the above mentioned tools and technologies for longer lasting reconfiguration of supply chains to ultimately build resilience. The approach to implement an action plan in these areas would be a mix of Kaizen and business process reengineering, and will include steps such as mobilizing a resource team and plan, prioritizing new risks and their implications, analyzing what-if scenarios, configuring and tailoring the supply chain network as well as product flows, and executing the plan and monitoring its results. This brings us to the end of this training module. Please do take a look at the complementary resource materials that have been included in this module, which have been also designed to help you implement your action plans. Thank you for your attention. We wish you success in building your business back.